Bergaten won a European Garden Award for Best Garden in 2015, given by EGHN or European Garden Heritage Network. Prairie Garten is part of the Bergaten Hanover, a centuries-old botanical gardens with 12,000 plus plants and glass houses for orchids and other plant species from all over the world. Prairie means grassland and comes from the French word for meadow. We usually use prairie to describe a type of countryside. A prairie is an ecosystem that is generally flat and dominated by herbaceous plants, particularly grasses. Many of the prairies of the world were formerly used for grazing purposes. But because grassland soil is deep and rich in nutrients, more and more grasslands are being cultivated. Traditional prairies featured more than 40 species of native grass and 400 colorful varieties of forbs and wildflowers. The Tallgrass Prairie National Preserve in Kansas says, prairie has developed into one of the most complicated and diverse ecosystems in the world, surpassed only by the rainforest in Brazil. Newly installed prairie grass plants need consistent water so roots can spread, but once established, they're drought-tolerant and fertilization isn't recommended. Weed control is their biggest need. Why do we need prairies and why is prairies restoration important? Prairie restoration enhances the environment, it increases the abundance of native plants, increases ecological diversity, and therefore creates habitats for native animals and insects. Prairies absorb a lot of rain, reducing erosion and runoff. There are three types of prairies. It's usually split into three groups: wet, mesic means containing a moderate amount of moisture, and dry. They are generally characterized by tall grass prairie, mixed or short grass prairie, depending on the quality of soil and rainfall. Where does the prairies begin? It begins where the Rocky Mountains end, which is to say Alberta's western border with British Columbia. Moving east, the landscape proceeds to get very flat very quickly as British Columbia's tall forests give way to plains, lowlands, and grassy fields. In Europe and Asia, temperate grasslands are called steppes, means a large area of flat unforested grassland in southeastern Europe or Siberia. In South America, grasslands are called pampas, means large treeless plains. In North America, temperate grasslands are called prairies. What are prairies used for? They demonstrated 4 uses, including use as drought-tolerant forage for livestock, habitat for wildlife, including grassland bird, pollinators, and small mammals, production of biomass for hay or biofuels, and soil improvement while sequestering carbon. There are 5 major environmental problems that might affect our grasslands. All 7 key types of pollution: air, water, soil, noise, radioactive, light, and thermal are affecting our environment. All types of pollution and environmental concerns are interlinked and influence one another. So to tackle one is to tackle them all. Today, the most fertile and well-watered region, the tall grass prairie, has been reduced to but 1% of its original area. This makes it one of the rarest and most endangered ecosystem in the world. The largest remaining area still left unplowed is in the rocky and hilly region of Kansas called the Flint Hills.